leaving and I'm still prepping my taunt. And I've dashed to her, so it does like half the damage at that point, or whatever the heck. I'll recalculate that. And I've got magic resistance out the wazoo, and I've got a magic. It's so fun to play against Zoe when you're playing Galio. Oh, what's that? You're roaming Zoe? Guess what? Let me intercept that Q real fast.
Yeah, I have some issues with her kit personally. I don't like how sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand why, but that whole weird, like, half a second delay if you don't directly hit them.
Yeah, I wish it could be graphically a lot more responsive. You know, like...
Because that's what always screws me, is like, I'll throw out the sleep, and it's a max range sleep, and like, when it hits the ground it would be fine. But it's like a pixel off of them themselves, and they just walk out of it. It's like, oh, okay then.
Alright, I'm sorry for the wait on that one. About ready to start?
I'm good to go.
You a bit, Charles? I don't think I need to boost you. I think you were fine. I'll put you up by like 4.
What?
Voice.
Boosting Charles? What?
Well, Charles is already boosted, right? I mean, come on. He almost finished last season platinum.
Almost, yeah. That's
you know
embarrassing.
It was really close.
Okay, we're here.
The story about that, Philip, and you would probably enjoy it, is Charles was platinum in solo queue, and he purposely degraded himself to gold so he'd be gold.
Wow.
Dude, the reason I have a 28% win rate on Yasuo. All those ranked games.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Playing Yasuo at a plat 5 level, not even close, baby.
You heard the Hashinshin quote for the Yasuo plays?
No.
Let me pull it up for you real fast.
Alright, I'm gonna start the recording and
great
get
guy.
this going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, so I'm running.
Okay.
So is there any housekeeping that we need to get out of the way?
So I have a shift of schedule. My new schedule drops me off at, I end my shift at 5. So if we continue to do this, then I just can start at 5. But that's also consistent for any other day, so if we need to switch days, that's cool too. So...
Well, same issue with me.
And then, because I can't really be up that late unless we want to do shorter sessions.
I want to be against a 2-3 hour session.
Multiple short sessions, or just more frequent?
Up to everyone. Okay.
Yep, we'll work on that one later then. Is there anything else? I don't have anything this week.
No.
How was everyone's Christmas?
Pretty good. I got board games, man. They're pretty great.
Excellent.
What kind of board games, dude?
I got One Night Ultimate Werewolf. I got The Resistance. I got X-Wings Miniatures. I did not. Freaking... Who bought that? James bought that. Just out of
James.
like me liking it. He just like he went and bought it, and it was like $100-something game. Like what the?
140, yes.
So like freaking, I haven't got to play it with him either. Like he disappeared after that. Like what the heck?
Guy's a weird guy sometimes with his money. That is.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing here.
Okay. Then to recap what we've gone through so far, you all as a ragtag group of random galactic citizens found your way onto the local planet.
You, Philip and I are superstars.
Well, you would like to think so.
I have business cards, okay? I'm a big deal.
In the 27th century, that's not hard.
Damn it.
If anything, I think business cards are even worse because it's like you can't just afford like
One of those little telegram email things.
one of those like fancy like holographic ones. We're still running around with paper cards.
Dude, it has headshots on it. Like, that's all you need.
Oh boy.
Yep, well, you found yourselves here. In rather poor timing, because the planet is currently under attack by this new alien race. New as in unknown for the most part to the regular expanse. And because of that, you are kind of stuck inside of this one besieged city. Well, you met up outside of the spaceport one day, and just in the effort to survive / help out around the city, you took on a few of the larger creatures. And because of that, you decided to go turn in the bounty, because all of these creatures have a standing bounty to help out, or to try and get more people to help. And there you met up with Captain Alan Shepard. He gave you your reward for the creatures you killed. But because they're so short-manned at the moment, he also tasked you, well, not really tasked, more asked you to help out by getting a report from the northern battlement. So you headed up to the north, visited the stationary turret there that really kicked butt when the alien reinforcements showed up a few days ago. Actually, it's not even a few days, it was like earlier in this calendar day. And there you were just in time for another assault on the northern tower. And you got the feel, just from looking around, that this was a rather frequent thing. They fended it off reasonably well. There was some exchange. One of the soldiers took a hit but was carted off to get healed. And once the attack was done, you saw what seemed to be a normal response for these things when a team of flamers and defensive units went out to burn the bodies. But as you were about to head back with a report, another soldier came up to the Lieutenant Colitis, the Solarian gentleman that asked for your help, or that you were speaking with beforehand, also asked you for help with dealing with some movement they saw in one of the nearby buildings. And ultimately, you guys decided that you were willing to help out. And that's where we left off on the last session.
All right.
Isn't the giant over
Mm-hmm.
here-ish die already?
What was that? Hold on, I gotta mess with the levels.
There was a giant thingy-majingy that like transformed into something weird that died. That I don't even know if we saw it.
Oh yeah, it was like at the other end of the field. It did something weird, and
And
then they left.
we were just faffing about over here and just like killed it on our, and then it died by the other gunners.
Ping where you were looking at this again?
There's like up here. I
It was
think.
one of those weird, like the floaty ones with a shield ate a body and turned into something.
It just turned into one of the eggs that you saw the big bull-like ones do before.
Oh, but it died before we actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. These are fat tanks.
Okay, excuse me for a second. I can't figure out where to put my little speaking robot, so I'm trying to figure out how to mute him. Because he keeps speaking over you guys.
Wait, did I get hurt or am I that squishy?
Yeah, you're that squishy.
Spellcaster comes to grips.
Oh, I'm that squishy. Okay then.
All right. That should fix it.
Okay then.
Someone type something in this chat. Now I can hear. All right. Ah, my frick! Nah, it didn't work. No, stop! Everyone, stop! No. Can't hear. Jerks.
Oh, now it's on for me.
What the heck?
I spelled God wrong.
Maybe I just overheard it from yours.
Okay. I can't quit Discord because. All right, ignore me for a little bit.
Just.
It's on for me when Larry talks.
That's because it's a command to do it.
That's what I thought.
I must have that
Just-
command muted because it doesn't proc
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, there's a way to just turn off text to speech entirely, which is usually a good
That's
idea.
what I just did, but it still happened.
Well, whatever you're running isn't text to speech, is it? Isn't
No,
slash
it's
TTS
a Discord option, but then like whenever I try to show someone else it, they could never find that option. So I'm like, oh, I wonder if they removed it, but I still have it. So what the freak? All right.
Trying to figure out how to turn text to speech off. Is that what's happening?
Walk me through
Yeah.
that. You need to.
Sorry, I'm being completely deafened whenever someone sends me a message, and I have a server that's going nuts right now.
Go to the settings, down under app settings, text and image. It should be the last option on that menu.
Yep. That's off.
Oh, what the fuck?
It still is working.
Yeah, that's hence the problem.
settings, notifications, text to speech notifications.
All right, one more time. Send things now. I switched some more settings.
So with the settings, it's not text and images, but notifications.
Mhm.
And it's a text to speech notifications.
Text to speech notifications. I did not see
Turn that off, my dude.
All right, that should work.
Yeah,
There we go.
I don't know
There
why
you go.
we
Charles found
let.
it.
I'm not sure why you let all channels literally spam you. That sounds awful.
I must have bumped it because I didn't have it on that before, but I was getting deafened for a second there. I'm like, oh, sorry. All right, where were we?
We were there were some guys with fire throwing machines,
Mhm.
and they went over to that big building up there.
No, they didn't
Something
go
like
to the
that.
building. They went for the
Oh.
bodies to burn them.
Oh.
You guys were asked to go check out movement that was in that big building to the northeast.
Right.
Because they don't have enough bodies to spare.
Okay.
Already counted among the dead. All right.
There may be a child that needs protecting in that building. Let's go.
Oh.
Sometimes I wonder if the children need to be protected from you.
I'm completely innocent intentions, at least towards the children. Now the predators themselves, I want to kick their balls in. All right.
All right.
All right. So, move slowly. Don't go jumping around, please. I do have some treats around the map.
I forgot I got.
I'm just playing around with the LOS thing. That's why I'm moving.
I looked like you were being ponderous about it.
No, I was just watching the shadows move.
Okay.
Easily amused.
Yeah,
Small children. Area.
that and I'm tired. I didn't go to bed.
Oh, it was bad.
Did I just trip you
What
as
is
you
he
go
doing?
past?
That is a wonderful question. I'd like to just imagine this is his actual character. Like,
Just suddenly the
Exact-
Taurian just
I'm
started
gonna
running
scour
around
this
the car.
area.
just like.
We're on lockdown.
He's on a sugar rush.
I don't know if that's counted as moving slowly. Just dashed 310 feet. 330.
335.
I had a lot of coffee.
All right, well, let's stop keying around, guys.
Yep. So just decide where you want to go. From what you can see, there are two entrances, one to the west and one to the south.
Is
Well,
there any loot?
I mean, if you want alien mandible,
Wanted
maybe they taste like oranges.
just
It
like
does smell like barbecue right now.
you'll have to tell me how it tastes. I'm not about the risk.
Is this a bridge, or am I just like phasing into the world?
It's stairs.
Oh, stairs. All right. My goodness.
What's this?
These things produce a lot of gore.
That's what.
What is the chasm?
That's just a design feature. Like the way I pictured it was a large plant base and like mural for the building that you're going to.
This is a fancy ass build.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's kick down the door.
Okay, what if we try to open the door first?
All right.
Okay. I've got to mess with my layer things here, so 1 second.
Why do I have that stupid song stuck in my head? What I do?
I was specifically not asking you what song it was.
Well, you should have known. It's the song that I've been singing for the past like days.
Jeez.
Oh, what's
And by
up,
4 days,
dudes?
I mean like 30 minutes, but
I didn't have chat open.
That feels like 4 days to him. Time is slower as a child.
Where's the audio?
what the hell?
Hello?
What is with this draw rate up?
That's right.
In grand blue, like everyone.
All right, the door is open. You guys can move in.
Alright, so they just opened the door regularly, didn't have to kick it down or anything.
That's up to you guys. What are you gonna do? You're sitting there on the threshold.
I mean, one of us gotta move through.
Sitting
Oh.
there on the threshold.
YOLO.
There we go.
All right, give me a spot check.
YOLO.
We going everyone, or we just going Jaren?
It's up to you guys.
I want to
Well,
spot.
it's like
Alright.
I think they're more asking: is everyone spotting, or is it just the person in the room?
Only the ones that are in the room. It's
I
pretty
kinda-
dark in
okay.
there, so you technically can't see all of it, but
Well, I rolled a natural 20, so
Oh, hello,
very nice.
Brandon.
I've got to do something here as well. Still working out how.
This is the Mass Effect roll 20 to answer your question, Brandon.
All right. So upon entering the space,
And Mason,
ear,
I've
or
been
Miar
dead. If you're still there, Mason.
notices that there are two hostiles in the room. One of the bull skets, the big bull-like creatures, and one skitterin that seem to be doing their own thing off in the back corner. Christophus, you can see the bull sket, but the skitterin is a little bit outside of your view range. Because the only light in the room is coming from the door behind you.
Whoa.
And based on what's going on around, this building looks like it was at one point some kind of showcase or nice upper end plaza or shop mall for just general gear and sundries. Like there's a bunch of ads right in front of you guys for various armors and weapons. One of the doors to the south that's actually directly below you, it's not properly marked, has various seating and refreshment posters on it. which you could maybe gather with some kind of break room. And because of the natural 20, I also need to tell my or something. 1 second.
Oh my.
Some
By
good
the way, Tyler,
What's up?
I was playing Getting Over It today with Bennett Toddy, and I accidentally rode the snake. I knocked myself into the snake off the mountain, and I landed perfectly onto the snake.
Yeah, I saw someone do that.
And I was just
recently.
like, that was like, the snake ride is actually really cool, right?
Yeah,
But to
yeah.
do it accidentally is just like, god damn.
I just my favorite thing in this earth has still got to be the stunned silence after someone messes up.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
just like,
that was me after that one. I was like, it's like, 30 goes in, and you think you know it all. You think you've seen it all.
I just
But you haven't. You really haven't.
I just saw this Korean person who like he fell, and then as he was kind of like trying to stop himself from falling, he
Oh,
just
God.
continuously kept knocking himself off.
Yes.
And this like hilarious Rube Goldberg of falling, and just at the end, he was just like broken. It was like a solid minute of him just like couldn't decide if he wanted to cry or laugh or shrug it off. He just that's the game that breaks a man right there.
He created the game to hurt them,
Yep.
And the thing is that it's like, my usual strategy for when I've knocked myself is to like just don't move.
Yeah.
It's really easy to screw yourself up for it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The camera's not even fair in that game. Because if you fall too far too fast, you'll just be at the edge of the camera and can't really see.
Doesn't that happen with like the snake too?
No, not with the snake. Anyways.
All right. So from what you guys can gather, the Rove Go have not seen you yet,
Oh,
but you don't know how long that's going to last. So what would you like to do?
Can
How would
I
you like to do so?
fit behind these
This is my
boxes over
spot.
here? I'll hide over here.
Okay, give me a. I gotta check what that is. It's supposed to be a stealth.
I think it's actually just called hide.
Yeah, just hide.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay. I will tactfully attempt to tactfully leave the building.
Hey, there you go.
Hiding is not my strong suit.
Okay.
Oh, is this? Wait, is this a wall right here? I can't move here. Cause I was gonna move right here.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
I
Oh,
hide.
Sorry, there's a random object in the way there. That's it.
Oh, there we go.
I hide.
Oh, hey, now I see that guy.
Here.
All right, I'm right here. And I'm trying to. Oh gosh, how do I signal the fact that I can't stealth very well? I'm
Okay.
making some weird hand movements and such. Pointing
Philip
at
and
you two.
Philip and I obviously are quite good at sneaking around.
We'll sit here and just gonna listen, try to see.
Don't
listen,
I have
see if
full
that
shield
ran
by
into
now?
it.
Yes. Because battle has ended, you have all of your resources back, except for ammo that has been spent.
God damn it, he moved! I was just in range! It's so hard to stay 60 feet within anything.
Aiming at disadvantage.
So, you gathered that they have not noticed you yet. And they seem to be doing something over in this northeast corner. So that is effectively that round. So what would you guys like to do next?
I'm gonna wait here. I'll be your guys' backup plan. I'm trying to beam that to your head.
Just gonna poke my head in through the doorway and be like, "Oh."
Okay.
I'm being super sneaky about poking my head through the doorway too. They'll never notice.
This big old elephant just reaching around the
I'm
door.
just gonna like kind of ask, are we going to go loud or no?
Clearly, he means going loud.
Okay, going to. How much can we move?
Your movement 30 feet.
Why is this 25 to 35?
Every 2 diagonal tiles is 15 feet, so it does.
Oh,
mirror
it
that.
uses
Yeah.
that method. Okay then.
Yep, that's what the rules told me to use. So
Well, that's fine. I just wasn't aware.
it's the same as Pathfinder.
Yeah, and the older D&D, I think.
Yeah, my boy 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I'm gonna move to right here. No one else is, No one else is... Nice. That too. No one else is doing anything. I'm gonna hit that guy a warp. I have to remember
Holy
how
cow.
to do it.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, very nice.
Everyone get its reading glasses on.
Yeah, unfortunately all my biotic spells are like a page and a half of double damage to plating.
Alright, hold on, I need to clear my throat.
Don't tell me that, Brandon.
How much damage do I do? Oh, 2d10. Me 2d6.
Very nice.
You know what's pretty fitting? I have a feel for this area. The doom sound. Why did that look wrong?
There's
Oh.
a space at your 6.
That's
yeah.
why.
Okay, roll it again. I say that's minimum damage.
Like that didn't.
That would
Like-
feel pretty bad. There we go. That's bad.
Much better, yes. And at double damage, so you guys come sneaking into this building.
Wait. Oh, this is your drone. I'm like, why is a flower there?
I'm sorry, I'm getting the names mixed up. Larry is the Elcor, yes?
Yes.
Such
Yeah,
a
no
great
goals.
Elcor name, Larry.
It's,
Elcor is a great.
yeah, it's pretty genius, honestly. Trying to take on like a human name. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so you guys come sneaking into this building pretty successfully because they just did not see you coming. Larry was hanging out in the back, which was probably a good idea. While Meyer slips ahead behind that old box and unleashes a warp on this unsuspecting Bolsket for a whopping 12 damage against its armor. The Mass Effect field tears through the distance and impacts with the large creature. And it reels from the impact, and you see parts of its chitinous armor bend and crack from the force, but it still has a bit of armor left. But that initializes the surprise round,
Kind of
so
loud.
everyone that can make an action now.
All right.
Other than me.
Well,
Yes.
it is time to
I'm
not-
definitely
there-
going to activate my drone.
There we go. It is time to waltz in, and I think it's
That was like 2 actions. I just saw you move 20 feet.
well, 1 action is 2 movements, right? No. Actually,
No.
I maybe move like let's see, right here. There we go. Look at that.
Oh, I was joking. But didn't realize you only could move 10. I thought you could move 20.
I can move 15.
Get it right.
Mhm.
Oh my
a big doorway. It's a small doorway. Give me a break.
Yep. Okay, so that's one action. What else are you gonna do?
Oh, yeah. Lucky.
You got a surprise round. What are you gonna do?
I can't do anything.
Yeah, you can't because you
I'm
started
thinking about. I'm trying to make sure. Oh, there it is. 2 tech points. Okay. I'm gonna activate my drone. So I'm gonna just awkwardly move my guy out of the way.
it.
And
Imagine you had to like.
Wait,
pull
that
that
is a
onto you.
flower. I thought that was a drone.
what? Oh yeah, that's not my drone. Drone is not sneaky. He's a combat turret.
I thought that was your drone, so I was
you-
very, very confused.
Oh gosh dang it. Okay.
Well, now I'm confused again. Why is there a flower there?
20. Maybe it's some.
The
Oh.
weird part is I don't remember it being there like 2 minutes ago.
All right. There we go. Move the little drone right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Hopefully my friend there can.
Is that
Realize
all
mine.
you can do with the drone?
Yeah. Just move it. Activating its action.
I see.
Drone gets a turn.
All right, Christophus, you've got one turn. What are you gonna do?
All right. So I'm gonna activate my tactical cloak, and then I'm gonna aim, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, and aim is. You'll take care of that.
Yeah, it's just it increases my crit threat range.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so that's your surprise round. Let's roll initiatives.
All right.
I hope I go before Philip, so Philip doesn't do a 40 damage shot on something that has 2 armor left.
Well, good luck.
Combat.
Combat. I remember initiative always hides from me. There it is.
19. Ah. That's already very doing 19.
Well, Philip's going first.
Oh, you think?
I'm pretty sure. Oh God, the flower has a turn.
What is it? I'm gonna shoot that thing.
Let me look at it first, okay?
It's in the combat order. That means I kill it.
That's how I play Divinity.
That's
If it has a
that's
turn,
fair
it
divinity.
dies.
Rip friendly party members, what?
I don't have friendly party members.
I don't have friends. I just have enemies I haven't made yet.
I lone wolf everything. I need to beat that game still.
Same.
Every
keep-
game.
Every
Yeah.
time.
All right, put your initiatives in the orders,
Oh, yeah.
guys. You can change your own.
I thought it. I forgot it doesn't automatically do it on this one, so I'm just like leaning back, completely happy, just chilling. Every time I go to the big island, I don't know what to do.
All right.
We have very low initiatives today. All right, Christophus, you're up. What are you doing?
Okay. I am going to activate my assassination combat ability, and I'm gonna shoot this guy. The green, this fucking flower thing.
All right. So now that you guys are aware of its presence, you take a look at this little thing and notice that it's kind of like a little fish.
Oh.
I'm gonna shoot this fucking fish right back into the sea.
But when it's moving around, just kind of in place as it is responding to Mayer's shot, power. Its fins that lay flat on the ground are what are propelling this thing through little waves in the way a worm might move. And off the front of it is this really sharp, absolutely tiny beak. But the thing is so small, it is incredibly hard to hit.
I'm sure Phil will pull it off.
I don't know.
But because you got the drop on it, it's technically flat-footed, so yeah, that does hit.
Oh my gosh.
And unfortunately for it, absolutely explodes it from the inside.
You just took like a 50 cal round to a pigeon.
Hey,
You are really good at making friends, you know that?
Overkill is my middle name.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so it no longer gets a turn. Goal is up.
I really hope we did not need that.
It's fine. It was probably
Alright.
a friend we just murdered.
Alright, wait. I need to memorize these stats that this freaking thing has. Alright, it has 20 feet and it can attack it. Okay. So
Yeah, it
this
was
thing
probably a
is going to
predator.
move here. And it is almost. Oh, come on! Alright, well, it's going to stand there awkwardly. While me, on the other hand, I'm
You
going
can
to
shoot outside of it. You're just at a minus.
The drone can't shoot outside of it can't target.
That's really weird.
Yeah. It only has a sense range. And I'm assuming I can't peek over this freaking wall right here. Dude, I just totally got gimped by my movement.
No, that's a half wall. You can see over that one. It's the red one.
Okay.
You really see over. You have to
So
lean around.
I'll shoot that. Alright. That'll be a little minus.
I really hope we just killed the Metroid.
It's oh my gosh. Slash.
Hey, at least I can put all the blame on not me.
I know, right? Holy cow, I'm slow today. But, bam. Holy this is a good way to start, guys!
All right, roll another d20.
Oh no, please.
I hope your gun doesn't explode, because if it does, I'm getting hurt, 'cause I'm right next.
Oh my
Don't trust the space
that's actually
rat.
good though.
One out of
I have to look
400.
that up. I forget what it does.
Yeah.
Oh my
The fumble table is it gets worse the higher you roll instead of the reverse.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that you would expect.
You can have it low.
A couple other tables I think need to be like reversed numerically to make more that feels right, you know.
Like this should be horrible.
Like if we want to like flip the fumble table,
Yeah, we
and, like just take
could
20
easily
minus
do
that
that.
number. That would be probably more characteristic of the.
All right, help me
Oh, bad
find
rolls.
it. I'm not seeing it. Equipment, other equipment, tools, weapons.
So, Tyler, nice knowing you.
Oh, there it is. Critical.
Dude, I'm starting off great, man. This is two nat ones, and I can't quite shoot with my drone. This is great.
Yeah, this is probably karma for killing an innocent creature that was just like finding
Why
it
do
out
I
loud.
have to pay for Philip's mistakes? This isn't fair.
Because you're the dirty space rat. You have to pay for
284,
everybody's
page
mistakes.
284 if you haven't found it yet. Just
Yeah, I'm on it. Okay, so you're using a gun. It says that, and we're going to reverse this because it makes much more sense to me that way.
Okay.
For range,
are we gonna do it right now?
yeah,
Oh no.
No.
your weapon jams and a full round action is required along with DC 10 repair check to make it work again.
Okay, that's not
Remaining
bad.
actions, which for you is okay because this was your last action, cannot be performed.
Okay, that's fine. I can repair this. No problem.
It just
remember,
just
it's
some,
DC
some
10.
nice sparks and stuff.
Freaking discount
Ow.
guns.
Your thermal clip is jammed and it gets melted with the gun. What?
Hey, what?
Oh yeah, that's one thing too.
You can just full on lose your guns trying to hit the piston off it?
That thermal clip, no matter how much ammo is left, is gone.
Okay. That's not that bad. I don't have that much shots per clip anyways. Not like I wanted that clip.
Yeah, Philip knows all about that.
All right, so the bull skid is up. It is going to use a good chunk of its movement to turn around. And then... Oh crap, it's on the wrong scale. What the heck?
I hope, like, for some reason, it's just gonna like get like 3 times the size. Like fills up this entire room.
It is going to move here and use its remaining action to gobble up the little fish thing.
Oh no.
Hey, you gave it a corpse, Philip. Thanks.
Way to...
Now we wait for it to repropagate, so we can get more money.
Or we just kill it.
I'm
No,
not
because
liking
it
how
still
this
counts as one.
smile child is coming up with my ideas for me. This is not.
Okay,
Well, I guess
my
it's
ear's up.
Oh, that's my turn. I'm gonna shoot at it with assault rifle.
Are you doing 2 bursts or a full auto?
2 bursts probably.
Okay.
So the first time recoil is just the original, the 3, right?
Recoil is the same for all shots.
I thought if you do shot, the recoil gets doubled after.
Oh, yeah, on the second actual action,
Oh.
yes, it's -6.
Okay, so that's the first volley. And this is the second volley. Oh, hey, look, a natural 20.
Nice. Go ahead and roll a critical confirm.
You're not nice. You don't give me the easy d20 die.
Just slash R1.
Oh, hey, natural 20!
Very nice.
Oh,
Hey,
jeez.
Tyler, I'm the
on.
exact opposite of you.
Doesn't that mean instant kill thing?
Yep, it does.
It goes on that table too.
So, how do you want to do that?
It's like the luck is being sucked out of me.
What do you mean?
I
Well, you
rolled
just-
both Matt fails and you
You
rolled.
just got 2 natural 20s in a row. How would you like to? But bear in mind, you're using an assault rifle.
Magic bullet? Just bounces off 14 walls, then goes right through its face.
How about this then?
Up its nose, maybe?
So you watch this thing run up to the fish and gobble it down in one very easy bite as it scrapes it from the floor on its way down to you guys. And as it goes, you fire one volley off, manage to get one that connects, taking out the last of its armor. But on your next volley, you line it up a little bit better, and as it turns to face you guys, your first shot misses. Your second shot goes right past its face but doesn't connect. The third shot, though, clips the far pincer, bounces off of it into its still open maw, and manages to get it right through the top of the mouth.
Oh yeah.
Killing it with a brain shot.
Oh yeah.
Too bad that'll never happen again.
You know,
Yep. That's all my luck for the next 7 sessions, so don't expect much from me anymore.
Wait, what happened to letting it reproduce? It just ate.
yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted to see if like some weird mutation shit would happen with that green fish thing, you know?
Maybe it'll like sprout from its chest or something.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Alright, Larry's up.
I moved. I wonder what
That
that
was his
small
turn.
thing was.
I don't
Okay.
think you saw the small thing.
You and me both, big guy.
Alright, the Far Skitteron's going to react now. And is again not going to use all of its move, but more of it to turn around. Right, someone's got to tell me what's going on with their move. Like 5.1.
Oh, just like pick it up and put it back down.
They might be slightly off center.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
you
that
first put it down, the tokens are messed up.
Every time I put a token down, I'll always just like
Mess
do
with
the
it.
jiggle, just do this, and then they'll be perfectly lined.
Try
It's
turning
going to
it
move
off.
up behind this.
That thing
it-
can move faster than you can, Larry.
It does have 8 legs.
And I thought
Wow.
it floats.
No, it walks. It's like a spider.
It's be-eyed.
It's gonna get up behind this old market stall that was, at one point, probably underneath the support pillar behind it. And then it's going to... Let's see. I mean, it can easily see Larry, but that's outside of its natural range. Actually, no, it's not. Yeah, it's gonna take a shot at Larry.
Good, our walking tank is doing his job.
Well,
Okay, I'm sorry, I have to look up their abilities again.
Even though I personally wish that our Elcor was like a glass cannon biotic, just for the hilarity.
Just a slow-moving tank, just blast them.
Ooh.
So with its first attack, its head pulls off of the back shell to reach over the stall and shoots 4 sharp spines in your direction.
Oh my.
The first 2 go well wide, impacting with back wall, whereas the third manages to land very easily in your chest, while the fourth one gets clogged in its throat, and you see it kind of and spit it out on the floor next to it.
And a hairball.
These.
Hey Tyler, I have a
What?
challenge for you.
And what is
Don't
that?
roll another natural one. You
Don't
might
tell
not
me
be
what
able
to do,
do it.
Mom.
So that one hit manages to get you for 3 damage,
Okay.
but that is all it is able to do this turn. So, Christophus, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna swap guns, and then I'll shoot a burst at this guy.
You don't have the best line of sight on it, and you can't really lean over this full counter thing.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Then I'll just switch guns, and I'll move then.
Switch guns is a free action, so you can move and then do.
Okay. Okay.
Since you already rolled for it, we'll use those ones.
Alright. I'm pretty sure he's just outside of my range.
No.
60, that's active range, so you're fine.
Okay.
If you're using the same assault rifle I am, it's 70.
Either way, it works.
Are you using the M8 Avenger?
Yeah.
Yeah, maximum range is 70.
Alright, so you run to the gap, and as you go, you swap your sniper to your assault rifle, and then peek around that little advertising stall, or basically an advertising banner, and unload 2 rounds in this direction. The first one lands soundly, causing its shield to spark. The second one glances off of the shield, doing no real damage. But the second and third get back on target and both do damage. So roll me 3 damage.
Nice.
Very nice. Its shields flicker, but you can see that they are still up.
Alright.
Alright, Goal, you're up. This one.
Alright, I'm going to... First I'm going to get this little guy up here a little bit. See if you can't distract him a little bit. Ha-ha! Alright. This thing is
Does it
going
make
to
noise
be...
while it does it?
Oh yeah, it's going to be like freaking... It's going to be a little droid. R2-D2 over here.
Just imagining it's Wally now.
Alright, I always forget, because this thing has like way different stats than I do, so I always have to like refer back to it. I apologize.
That's the problem with having a pet.
The real
Yeah,
R.
right?
Steve-O
The game
Brown.
I don't know. I didn't start with this.
Welcome.
Alright. Alright. That is why I picked this. So it is attacking. Roll.
Greetings.
Aha! Bam!
Very nice. That is a solid shot right in its face.
Hey!
Go and roll your damage.
And the
If it's
damage.
anything other than 1, you killed its shields, just so you know.
Hey, oh, okay. Should I even roll it at that point?
I don't know what the damage is, so I don't know.
It's gonna be more than one. Oh,
That's
That's
not your damage.
that's not what I want to do.
Just roll 2d26.
Negroid.
What?
I like how you still only got 23 rolling 2d26.
All right, there we go.
Your little drone does that much damage?
Oh yeah, this thing is hilarious.
All right, your drone goes and then blasts this thing in the face with its shotgun,
Nice. All
causing
right.
its shields to go down. But unfortunately, in this game, damage does not carry through. So
It's okay.
I
I
ain't
bet
no
it's got its
Negroid.
attention by this point. All right. As for me, I'm going to fix my gun. And you said that was a repair roll.
yes, repair DC 10.
Oh, oh no.
Natural 1.
Nope, you fumble around with that gun, try and get the thermal clip out, but it burns your hand a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, it's not repaired.
Thinking. Okay. Well, that's my turn. Well, I guess I could still move. Can I just try repairing it again?
Is the repair action a single turn?
I have no
I never
idea.
saw that.
Okay, whatever. I don't want to
I'm not
repair
sure
this
how I
stupid
feel
gun anyways.
about Dark Souls 3 soundtrack while doing this.
Oh, I've been listening to my PUBG playlist.
Maybe that's why, because just that playlist innately makes you bad at games.
That's true. Very true.
Alright, well, for now, since I don't know, let's say no.
Okay. Well,
Alright. Miara is up.
glad my bot's taking all the glory.
Can I
Dismantle
repair
thing.
it for him?
I mean, if you wanted to, I don't see anything wrong with that. Just asking for the gun and try and repair it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot the guy.
Okay.
That's the line of sight, right?
Yeah, he's big enough that you can see him. He'll probably have half cover because where he is, but he hasn't moved or anything. So.
Nope. And well, my turn for my gum jam. Yeah, I told y'all my luck was gone.
Okay, roll your fumble on that natural.
My critical failing is leaking into
Which
you.
is a 12.
Okay, I'm glad you did that. So yeah, weapon is jammed for a short time, and both this and the next shot are expended without effect. So unfortunately, that 14 is eaten.
I'm testing because I'm tired of having to manually do this. There. Worked, right? Yes, okay. I had to make my macro because
Okay, so with the modifiers, it is behind cover, which is, well, for it, it's not very good, so it's only half. -2, but it's large, which makes it +2. Yeah, unfortunately, those just even out, so you do not manage to score any hits.
Yep, I told you. I consumed all of. I'm useless for the rest of this session.
Okay,
It's not how luck works.
Larry, you're up.
Okay. See, so walk up.
I mean,
to
if
that
you've played Shadowrun, that's how luck works.
Yeah, that.
Okay. I will take one single shot while walking up to him during that second part of the move. That's gonna be out of range.
So from about
Shotguns.
here.
Yeah, so I'll be out of range when I do it. That's
No, I'm not
-2
gonna show
to
my
the-
butthole.
It should
What
say
kind of a
on your
ridiculous
weapon, doesn't
question is that, Pat?
Not the recoil, the penalty for shooting out of range.
it? Yeah, that still
So
should be on
that's
the gun.
3 stacking.
Yeah, 3 incremental. So it's just gonna be -3
Okay.
to the shot.
Okay.
The only reason why I know that is because I did a lot of shooting out of range last
Okay.
session.
You're not a customer. You haven't bought anything
Okay,
from me.
Ramus.
You're just some fucking
But
pleb
no, unfortunately, as you're
that comes
you're
in here and asks me
lumbering
to
up
show
towards
them
it,
my
your shotgun
butthole.
shot goes into the stall in front of it.
Oh
which makes it its turn.
I don't know.
And let me roll something here. It rather soundly manages to ignore your drone goal, and instead is going to take another couple of shots at the lumbering Elcor coming towards it. What is your size?
It's large.
All right. So its first shot misses pretty soundly, but the next two sink home into your side as you're marching up. And the third one goes right into your shoulder.
Aren't Elcor's like 90% shoulder?
That's what
Yeah.
kills it. For 8 points of damage.
I'd be dead.
You have shields though, yeah?
Not a whole lot of them.
Oh, I know, Pat.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll have to change it
That's its
during
turn.
that
So
half of the
Christopher, you're
year.
up.
Hello.
Wait.
I'll just shoot this guy again.
Okay. Very nice. And because of where it's at, it actually doesn't have cover bonus from you.
Being flanked.
Yeah. So the first round misses, but the next three of that first burst managed to connect, so roll 3 damages. Sorry for the cough.
Worries.
no apologies. I don't accept those.
I mean, I could say that,
I deal
Okay.
with it all day at work. I can deal with it now.
but then people will know I live in AZ, dude.
You're at work.
Right, so each of those rounds bite into its
Hell no,
armor,
no, dude.
and you see the chitin begin to fold and crack until that last shot manages to sink through and a little bit of blood begins to seep out. So on the next attack, that second and last shot also managed to connect. So roll 2 more damages. Very nice. So they managed to sink home, one in its side, one in the back of its neck where the scorpion tail-like protrusion comes. And you can see the thing start to limp and fold a little bit, and it can't quite lift its head above the cover it's on. It is not looking good. Goal, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let this guy go first because he seems to do better than me. He's gonna get it right nice and close. No, I liked that better. Okay.
The
He's
cops
gonna
are kinda
shuffle around
wretched.
for a little bit. He's gonna do a little dance. He's gonna-
Yes, yes, yes. Nope, 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 nope.
yeah. Oh my gosh. 1d1000. All right.
Little, get down tonight. Down.
That's not that good. This thing's trying to blast.
No, I mean, not quite. If you had gone where you were, that would have connected, but because it still has half cover and it's now much smaller, 'cause
Oh,
it can't lift
XD.
its head, that
You stupid bot.
yeah, it just goes off of the shop in front of it.
You stupid
You
bot.
are, Jace, you do realize what Tyler's doing, right?
Maybe
Those are
not.
2 separate chances to hit.
No, they're
No.
not.
No?
That's 1 shot boosted, right?
Yeah. Its
Oh.
attack bonus is pretty large.
Yeah, for a level 1 thing, that's a very high attack bonus.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
It's hilarious.
I misread
Alright.
it.
Not for. Yeah.
Unfortunately, not.
Oh my gosh. I just tucked that gun at my feet. Just get this.
I mean, you can do that. It's up to you.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking about it though.
All right, that's your go. So my ear's up. Keep saying that wrong.
So do we notice the guy that's... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to... Back into this
I
program.
mean, I'm assuming you do. It's right there, and it came bursting out of that side room.
Alright,
It didn't even use the door.
gonna... End here and warp it, which is 2d10, 2d6.
Nice. How many tech or side points do you have?
A lot, because I took both of my trades for just that.
Oh, cool.
So I can cast it 3 times now before I run out.
Sounds good.
I think I have 11, and this costs 3.
Yeah, sounds right. Very
8.
nice.
Don't know if this is plating. I thought these had shields.
And yes, the warp travels the distance in that very iconic wave and smacks into this thing's front. You see it recoil, but the shields take the brunt of it and are still active.
I thought biotics have to have shield.
Do they?
I'm just remembering like 90% of biotics don't work on things if they're shielded. But I think that's only the effect, like the disorientating biotic.
Yeah, that's the way I understood it.
Yeah.
If they have shields and armor, the special effects don't hit. But the damage will always connect.
Alright.
Okay, Larry's up.
I'm assuming the 4 of you can kill that thing.
Oh, as I lumber up here, I'm gonna take a. Yeah, I'm going to use that. Use my shotgun on auto.
Nice.
We're waiting for like 4 natural ones.
No, that's me. I don't have an auto shotgun.
What the?
Yeah,
I
didn't
messed
work.
up again.
Too many
That should
pluses.
be it.
Well, the very
Yeah.
final one is a double plus,
Yeah, they're both. Freaking math, dude. Alright.
which is like
So that's
Why
9
the-
for the second shot.
Where's the minus
and
3 in the mod, anyways?
6 for the first. And now you are flanking it. It hasn't moved. So
Right,
because it's
recoil,
large,
okay.
which we said was +2, right?
Yeah, that's 8 and 11. That's no, 9 and 12. Freaking, my God, I hate it when I do that.
I count 8 and 11. If it's +2 for the size. Am I counting that wrong?
Alright, my rolls were 9. We're supposed to be 9 and 12. Right? No,
is that
no.
+3 minus 3?
Oh
so
yeah,
that
never mind.
cancels
Yeah,
out.
I'm retarded.
The first shot was
I
like a
can't.
6.
6 and 9.
Yeah, so 12 and 8.
Okay.
Or 11 and 8. So yes,
And
unfortunately
I
that 11...
think the size modifiers don't matter.
Huh?
Because we're the same size.
Oh, you're right. So yeah, unfortunately both of those miss.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't
Go-
make
I'm going
much sense to me personally, but
As I'm walking back, I'm going to. I will also attempt to auto it again with that nice double recoil penalty. And this
Okay.
time we're gonna get those rolls that don't calculate to 0. Look at that.
Very nice. That's much better. So that first one catches it in the side, but it just pings off. But the second one hits home. Go ahead and roll your damage.
let's see this stupidly high shotgun.
Oh,
Very nice. You blast it in the side. A big old chunk is dug out of it where Christophus was softening it up. And it falls to the floor after twitching a little bit. Its head lolling to the side onto one of the carts.
got it.
So it's done.
I feel like
Next
my.
up is this.
Oh, nice.
Where did you get in Dark Souls, Chase? Or did you not play it?
Dark Souls?
Yeah.
The third one?
Yeah.
I beat it. It's you.
Oh yeah, I was playing with you.
Jesus.
I've played Dark Souls 3 with so many people, I can't remember who I played it with.
This guy is gonna get up close and personal with
Nami.
my ear since it just warped him.
Fine,
And
don't care. just kill me. Get me out of my misery at this point.
as it gets close into you because it has a little extra left, it rears up onto the back two or the back four legs, bringing all four of the front ones to bear, and strikes at you for 4 kicks.
Why did it have to put me in melee?
Oh my.
Miss, hit, miss.
That's what I'm saying too.
Especially since I'm small and it's a large, so it's at -4.
Yes, good point. So only 1 hit. And it does 3 points damage. So once it gets right on top of you, strikes 4 times, but only that 1 second swing gets close enough to graze your shields. And that will be its turn. Christopher, you're up.
What? Is there such... I might be stupid, but where do I calculate my, hit difficulty?
Oh, your defense?
Well, is defense like what they have to roll to hit me? Because that doesn't sound right.
No, it's your defense.
The page doesn't calculate it right, if that's what you're asking.
Because it says my defense is 20. I'm like, I don't have a 20.
No, I have it down as 12.
Okay.
It's
It's like-
10 plus dex.
Yeah, it's 10 plus dex plus whatever armor gives you.
Okay, my armor.
And then if you're flat-footed, you lose the dex bonus.
Okay. So yeah, I'm at 12. Alright. Fail up. You're just like running back and forth at this point.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. And I'm just gonna unload a fucking salvo into this guy.
Hey, on the bright side, at least your gun is freaking working.
Okay, well, hold up a little bit. You can't shoot it from there, just so you know.
What?
That's full cover.
Oh, I thought this was 3/4 cover. Well, then.
For those things, yes, but for you, no.
Okay. So can I peek around here at the end then?
Yes,
All right.
as long as you have enough movement for that.
Yeah, because I was standing. Son of a bitch.
And then you can only get that first shot off with the remaining action you have.
Okay.
So because of its size, it's +2, but you're shooting in a melee, which is -4,
Oh yeah.
and it hasn't really moved, so it's not that much difficult to hit. So it's just -2 on all of these. So that first one definitely hits, but the rest miss.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll 1 damage.
Oh, good.
You're a bit too worried about hitting your co-host, so you pull the shot a little bit.
Excuse you, I'm the star.
Excuse you, you're the sidekick.
And it sinks into its shield where
I
one
always
of
thought
the
you were
legs,
just a bait.
but the shields are still up.
Okay.
Don't make me gamble our contract.
Goal, you're up.
All right. Freaking, my gun still isn't working, so see you later, kid. Good job being the bait. And I'm gonna run this way.
I'm used to it. Kind of the whole point of our show, you know.
All right, over here. Can I still repair or hide or something? My gun is still busted.
If it's your second action, go ahead and make a repair.
Okay, that's my second action. Yes!
Nice. So the gun is now repaired.
I just gotta reload it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, you stupid drone. Recall, recall. All right, and then it's gonna go there. And is it in range? Yes.
Nice. Yep, you
Awesome.
got it right there.
See, I was planning this all along so that it could be in range of this thing that I totally knew would come out of nowhere. Eh. Okay. I hate this
Nice.
stupid drone. I'll just play the drone from now on. Get my character off.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a critical confirm.
So is that
Just one
d20, right?
d20.
Why did our little flower friend come back and sitting on the corpse?
Hey, shut up. You're not supposed to know about that.
Well, then why do you have it on the playing field?
You can put it on the GM later.
'Cause
All
I
right,
think it's fun.
11. What is it?
Wanted to see if anyone would say anything because you didn't about the skittering. All right, but Larry, give me a spot check.
Well,
Oh. Much are you paying attention, dude? He's very much paying attention, dude.
what's my AI? It pays attention.
Oh yeah, it doesn't work for you.
I can only
Hey.
look forward.
You and me both, buddy. Here I am trying to shoot at bullets, and my turret's just blasting things.
Well, unfortunately for you, you don't notice anything out of the.
Oh,
So, I'm sorry, I'm getting back to the critical. All right, so you roll an 11, which is a torso shot. Go ahead and roll your damage.
all right. Blam.
So, Philip, you missed the fact that we didn't annihilate the last survivor of a species.
Oh, good.
Hey, he doesn't know that. Shut up. No one knows that. But anyway, just kidding. What is the critical rate of that weapon? We
Of
missed this
target.
on Jaren's shot.
Because it didn't matter.
Didn't it?
It got
because it was
one
an
shot.
insta-kill.
Oh, that's right.
I know what my critical rate is. It's 2. I just
It-
didn't bother counting it because it.
Does not say.
It should say it on
Times two
the
is
gun.
usually-
It's my combat drone, so
What gun is it using?
combat drone. Gun.
Ah. The entire
Fine.
ability is written.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do you want me to just paste what it says?
Yeah, I just did that.
I think I might have edited it a little bit, but I would have kept something like. Here, I'll put it in here. So,
Oh, okay. It probably doesn't have one. It's just a 2d6.
yeah.
All right, so you do 4 points of damage, and
Awesome.
that does chew through the last of its shields,
Nice. This is the shield
And-
popper.
do a little bit of damage into its armor.
Alright, alright.
I thought that can't happen.
On the criticals, it does.
Oh.
Cool.
My turn?
Yep, Mayor's up.
Should be fairly obvious what I'm doing.
Getting the heck out of there?
Nah, I've just accepted that I'm gonna be in melee combat a lot more now, and so
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna just blast it with a point blank warp
Just gonna uppercut it.
Nice.
for 12 points of damage. Now in armor.
And that it is. Hold on, gotta do math.
I was really hoping someone would push it to its armor before my turn.
Nice.
And that does very soundly chew through the remainder of its armor, leaving it vulnerable now. Is that all you're gonna do?
Warp is a full action.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure it's a full action. Check.
I would check. I don't remember.
Warp. Oh, it's a 1 action.
Sounds better.
Can I shoot?
It would get an attack of opportunity on you, and if it connects, you do not get the shot off.
YOLO. Oh, it doesn't matter.
It does not connect, so your shot's good.
2.
Well, that first shot connects, and the rest honestly don't matter. And luckily for you, that's no effect.
Yeah, that's a 2 on the bad roll.
Yeah. So there's no additional effect on that. But the first one connects, so roll me 1 damage. And you're using a normal gun now.
Mhm.
You're using a normal gun now. Okay. So you dodge out of the way of its retaliatory strike and manage to get the first shot in its face, but the rest kind of go wild as you're dodging away. Larry, you're up.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me another spot check.
Okay.
Okay.
That's S. That's in the alphabet, right?
Yeah, that's 7.
Nope, nothing out of the ordinary.
All right. Walking over to this. Okay, I'm going to. I'm gonna single shot my shotgun at the thing, big thing.
Kablam.
How much ammo do you have left?
I have 3 shots left.
Alright.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that one does not connect.
All right.
4.
Down here a little bit, and then we're gonna single shot it again with that recoil penalty. Oh.
With the recoil... Oh, you got the recoil on there.
I
Yeah.
put the recoil penalty in there, yeah.
Alright. Unfortunately, you managed to catch it on the side, but it just pings off of the leg armor and does not manage to connect. Alright, it's this thing's turn. So, it's already in on my ear, so it's just gonna
Bring it.
take 4 more strikes at you.
Twah!
Hit, miss.
Yep, so the first one comes in, smacks you across the side, the second one got, but the third and fourth aren't quite close enough to hit.
Maybe I should just be a evasion tank.
For 3 points of damage.
Go back to vanilla WoW days.
That was fun. Christophus, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot at it.
Oh man.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Guns, guns, guns.
Very nice. Give me
Miss,
critical confirm.
miss, hit. And then miss. No, last one would be a hit.
You would technically hit it in a random eye, but because you're behind the thing, that doesn't count. So we'll say you hit it in the neck sock.
Hit it in the back of the head, and then the bullet comes out the eye.
If you kill it, sure. So the 13 does not, because you're shooting in the melee.
We should
The
catch
16 does, so roll 2 damages. Make sure one's separate for the critical.
Alright.
Just say the first one that you roll is your critical.
Oh, Jesus.
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna roll a 1 for your critical, then oh no, max damage for your critical. Wow.
Nice. And what's the crit range?
2.
Yeah, it's just 2.
Alright, well luckily for you, you do hit it right in the back of the head through that tail stalk, and it goes all the way through, bouncing around on the inside, and pops out one of the eyes.
Catch it. Catch the bullet. Catch it.
It's a little bit high for that.
Oh man. How sick would that be though?
Imagine the reaction speed required for that too.
It'd look great for your montage though.
You're a
All right, that one's dead.
Okay, can I take 6 turns to repair my gun? No, I'm kidding.
You already repaired it, though.
Alright guys, I'm ready to fight.
That's what the drone was for, right?
Unfortunately, our little flower friend ate a corpse.
Oh,
Go ahead and give me spot checks, everyone.
Alright. My music kicks into overgear. I'm suddenly scared.
Where's my music?
Where is...
Yeah, I have Fort of the Boreal Valley boss theme going right now.
Ooh, alright, there we go. I have a flag cap song, Tribes.
Very nice. So, with those rolls, you do notice that indeed one of the Skitterin corpses is now missing.
Because
And-
the plant.
You don't know that. And
I like how I still call it a plant, even if it's a fish.
Miar and Goal both notice that there is another fish moving in on the bull sket. It is currently chomping away with that sharp beak thing. And
Kill it.
Goal
Are you
notices...
trying to give me other M flashbacks?
What?
Other M Metroid.
Oh.
The baby Ridley creepy buddy thing.
Who has the best memory here? Does anyone remember a bounty on these things? Oh my gosh! Wait.
Let's kill him.
And Goal sees 2 more that were trying to on him.
Oh, freak. I don't like these things anymore.
Well, we kind of did murder one of them.
Okay, don't group me into your crazy gut fire first, man. Maybe these things were friendly.
I didn't do it.
Alright, let's get a fresh initiative to see how well y'all respond to seeing this.
Are they cute?
Oh
A
my
little bit. I mean, they're shiny. They look like fish.
4 on Larry and a 2 on Tyler.
They're really small. I can't see them. What?
Come on!
Oh, yes, the best boss theme in the game.
Oh, hey, you rolled. Oh, okay. Oh, you just have a minus
Nice
6.
rolls.
Are you sure when we have 2 people who are in negatives?
I still think that's pretty nice.
I'm not negative. I'm scraping along.
I
Oh,
like
wait,
how
we
at
didn't change
negative
yours.
4 that still isn't your minimum roll.
Oh no.
I didn't notice that.
That's not a positive 4. Let's be honest.
Alright, Christophus, unfortunately, because you didn't really notice what's going on, I will give you 1 action this turn,
Alright,
and your free action.
then I'll swap to my sniper rifle and I'll reload it.
Alright, sounds perfect. Miara, you're up.
I am going to attempt to communicate.
Okay, how do you want to do that?
If I was if I was closer, I'd walk up and poke it with a stick. But I'm not close enough, so I'm gonna yell at it and throw a rock.
Okay, what are you gonna yell and where are you getting this?
I'm just gonna throw the rock right here to get its attention and be like, "Are you intelligent?"
I'm still confused though. Where are you getting this rock? You're in a building. There's
A crumbled derelict building, I thought.
no. It's still standing tall.
None of these displays have something chipped off of them.
No, it's actually been pretty heavily looted.
Well, yeah, I think there would be like a piece of metal or glass or wood or something if that was the case.
Okay, that makes more sense. I just wanted to keep you in the theme here. So you throw this chunk of debris.
Maybe I always carry a rock on me. Huh?
This
Something like
lucky
that.
rock.
Well, that would be news to me. And it lands near. Well, give me a throw attack.
How the hell did I do that?
I forget, but I know it's a thing.
I think it's a straight attribute of like throw.
It's either strength or dex, maybe.
Reflex?
It doesn't sound right, but doesn't matter. Just roll something. Roll d20.
Well, that's a dex, so it's adding +2.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to land the debris close without hitting the thing, and it doesn't really seem to respond to the noise of something landing near it. And from where you are, because it's chewing on the corpse of the Bolsket there, you can't really see if it's responding to your calls either.
Alrighty. Is it cute?
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to roll for that?
You
It's
need
up to
to
you.
Smash it.
Resist its charm.
Yeah, I can make it roll a charm something.
Yeah, have it roll a charm. I want to see if it's
Oh
cute.
my god.
Okay, it's just gonna be a d20, but that's what we're rolling for.
Let's see how this is a scale of its cuteness. Oh, well, it's very cute. So, I'm going to extend all of my walking to get closer to try to pet it.
This is how you get rabies. Leave it alone.
I think you can go a little farther than that.
No, I'm small.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Let me do this. You get there just in time to see this thing take a bite and then curl up on itself and turn into an egg.
Smash it.
Duplicate?
So you got your next action. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna point it out that it just turned into an egg and be like, be sad. That'll be my turn. I don't want to shoot the egg.
God
Okay.
damn it.
So this one that's the egg almost immediately pops into a second one.
There's two now.
He's gonna be so upset.
Well, maybe you should feed it more with your hand or maybe you get 3.
I wonder if it'll eat metal.
Just
So that'll
smash
be
it.
all of its
Hey.
turn.
I got a nice little bucket of bolts over here if you want to check it.
Exactly.
Okay, so this one in the far back up here is up next. And it is going to move extremely quickly across the ground. Its fins moving at incredible speeds to propel it forward across this very flat floor surface. Right up to goal. And then try and bite him. And you're so not ready for this thing that it launches off of the floor and goes straight for the throat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it wants a hug.
Not cool, not cool.
I wonder what happens if it punctures your suit.
Not good stuff.
And it bites you for 1 damage.
Okay.
The shield
okay.
catches it as it comes up and manages to send it away, but
Okay, I
You know
am
what's-
legitimately spooked. No, not like no, like
this next one's going to do the same. Moving up to there. And also try to bite you. Now harried from both sides, it does manage to get another bite off
Oh my gosh.
for 2 points of damage. So Goal, you're up.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting the heck out of here.
You will take 2 attacks of opportunity.
That's fine.
You're not supposed to tell.
Okay.
Let me go.
I don't know how familiar he is with its system, so I don't want to blindside him.
99%
Here we go.
pen and paper. If you're in melee, you're taking an attack of opportunity when you walk away.
Alright, so let me make those rolls.
Did you know cats have 30 muscles in their ears?
32, I thought.
Alright, so the first one goes in for its attack, lunging at you again, but it very, very heavily misses. And in the exchange, as the one that was behind you tries to go up, which it was on course, manages to knock its ally out of the air, saving you from its attack.
Screw you, fish thingies!
So you managed to get away just fine.
Alright, excellent. Now this thing is going to teach it why you don't mess with me. Alright. It's gonna blast it. This one.
Alright. Roll your attack.
Roll one. And just for the record, people, I can't attack twice with this. In case
Mhm.
people were wondering why I didn't just
I
blast.
saw.
Alright. Boom!
Wow.
Miss.
You are very lucky. This thing is tiny. Like, it's the size of at most, your foreleg. Or your
Oh,
calf.
jeez. Okay.
And that's being generous.
Okay.
But that roll is so strong, you do manage to hit it. So roll your 2d6.
Ba-blam!
And it's paced upon the floor.
Hey.
Question.
Hmm?
Were we out of combat enough for powers?
Nope.
Okay. I think I cast warp 3 times, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Damn.
Yes, because of the bullscat. Alright, Larry's up.
Larry, I wouldn't even bother. You're large, they're tiny, you're at like a -8.
Dude, he just needs to step on him.
You
They
a better
have
chance to
teeth.
hit.
Tiny bite. Okay, that is all.
You got really robotic, what?
That is all. Reloading and moving.
Okay. So, Miar's new friend is going to come say hello.
I open my arms wide for a hug.
It's an attack bonus for that.
Okay. I think they're adorable.
And because you opened your arms to greet this thing, it manages to scrape across your shields on the chest. For 3 points of damage.
Do I have a reaction
Yes, you have a reaction. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna hug it.
Can I hug it and hold it close?
Sure, give me I think it's a grapple check.
Yep, it'll be a grapple.
Okay.
I am not afraid to blast that thing out of your arm.
What is happening right now?
Well, the thing is that when you reach around it to grab it, it actually works with you and latches onto your chest, now bypassing your shield and sticking to you with these really strange suckers that you didn't see before on the bottom of its fins.
Oh, it loves me.
We're gonna lose our first character in this fight.
Christophus, you're up.
I don't know.
Same though.
I just want to shoot it, but now I can't because my R's an idiot. Oh my god. Guys, will you be mad if I try and shoot that thing and I accidentally end up killing her instead? Hello? Okay.
I think the silence answers your question.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna... No, I'll shoot this other one next to her. With,
Alright, the one behind the bull scat?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, did you bring out your sniper?
Yeah, I swapped and switched... I switched and reloaded for our surprise round. That was my turn.
Alright, very nice. That just manages to hit. And with that damage, you paste the thing. Like, it's everywhere now. A little bit of it's even on Mayer and her friend.
Oh, good.
I glare at you.
Are you just suicidal now? Is that what's happening?
No, they're adorable.
Right,
No.
Mayer is up.
So it's attached to me, right?
Yes. I mean, not really attached, but it's sucked onto you.
I'm going to,
$10 has it. This is the same thing he does to gelatinous cubes.
Real quick. Larry, Meyer, and Goal, give me spot checks.
Oh my. Alright.
Nope.
S is for...
I'm going to, with the creature still, like, in my arms, walk over to Goal and start showing it off.
Oh, I will shoot that thing. You take another thing. I'm shooting it. I'm shooting that thing. I don't care if I hit you.
Right, I need one more spot check from Larry.
Oh,
Yes.
Does he sound really far away to anyone else?
Yes.
there we go.
You mean Jace?
No, Charles.
Alright. So was that your whole turn, Mayer?
Yep.
Okay.
She's trying to charm me and it's not working.
Alright, and while she does that, this one is going to make a beeline up for her side and jump over that little barrier there like a face hugger to try and latch on as well.
Oh my god.
So out of nowhere, Meyer, the second one of these things that you're hugging comes out of nowhere and sticks to the side of your head. But that is its turn, so Goal, you're up.
Alright, hold still, little child. I am going to put the barrel as close as I can humanly put it, but If I hit her, acceptable casualties.
Okay.
Basically, I'm just imagining it's like the one person who's obsessed with mosquitoes from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh my gosh.
That's how my ear is right now.
All right. Well, because of everything that's going on, that does manage to hit. This thing's not moving. My air's holding it right there for you. So go
Fantastic.
ahead and roll your damage.
I mean, I'm not a. I guess this works. No, no, no. This is bad. Still bad idea. You stupid child. All right. Blam.
Was this you or your drone?
This is me. We have the same exact.
The same damage stat. That was weird.
Yep.
All
Well,
right.
then the drone has the crit stat of your weapon.
Wink.
Well, by some luck, you blast this thing off of her chest, bathing her in gore.
I'm very, very disappointed in you.
And as she glares up at you through this haze of green alien blood, this other one's still stuck to her face, or to the side of her head. You have another action.
Yes, I do, and I can cock this gun and shoot it again with a -4.
I hope you get a 1. Hey, please give me the natural 1 to end my life.
Oh my.
Oh!
How do you want to do this?
I know how I would want to do it.
How would you want to do it, Jaren?
Smack it off of my face, then hit it out of the air like a clay pigeon.
Self-serve. 4.
I was thinking more along the lines of just bluntly hitting it with my gun, but I like Jaren's idea better. Let me try to fling it off and then shoot it.
All right, I mean, if you guys want to do this, you can describe it how you want, or I can.
Either way, I'm totally happy with getting it described. Or
Well, it's your kill. You decide.
I want to fling it off. I like Jaren's idea.
So
Try
you
to
describe it.
pry it off the face and
Okay.
blast it.
All right, so feeling a little bit annoyed at my ear at the moment.
Oh,
No
why?
kidding.
More Goal brings the butt of his shotgun up, smacks my ear on the other side of the head, causes the fish thing to pop off. My ear take 1 point of damage.
I was actually already doing that.
Okay.
Well, my shield broke.
And as the fish is still in the air, you whip the shotgun back around, stick it in the thing's chest, pull the trigger, and it explodes off of the end.
Awesome.
So those two, just to get them out of the way, are now dead.
Oh, 2 more now.
Drone, scan for survivors. Is there any life signs? Kill the things.
Does it have that capability?
No, it's
Oh, okay.
just kind of heaving, kind of mad. Thoroughly
Alright.
freaked out. I don't like things trying to bite at me. I don't see anything else though, so the drone's just gonna happily dance around.
All right. Christophus, give me a spot check.
Okay.
You turn around just in time to see one more of these little buggers right behind you.
Oh, good.
And as you turn around, it lunges at you. But you are quick enough that you manage to just duck down underneath it as it goes sailing over you. So, Larry, you're up. And give me a spot check while you're at it.
Okay. Alright.
As you see this
And-
thing fly over Christophus, you also spot in the background, trying to be all sneaky, one more.
Okay. Well, there's one from me, so I'm gonna I'm gonna try to punch it, squash it with my foot.
Okay.
So that sounds like a plan.
I forget what kind of roll that is. Oh, you already have it. Okay.
I just got melee attack. I just d20 plus my melee attack bonus.
So you raise one of your fists up and try to bring it back down on it to squish it, but it's so much faster than you and so much smaller that it just skitters out of the way very easily.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. All right. And with the other fist. Okay.
Is it a
Nice.
fist? A foot?
A foot. Foot, I guess. Yeah, I can't think
It's kind of like a 4-foot. That's how I've always seen them.
A hoof?
I don't know if you want to go there. And again, unfortunately, you bring the other one up in return, but it just slips underneath you between your legs.
Well, what is this?
Hmm?
That is all.
All right. That one's actually dead, but I'll use it as a marker. Christophus, as you're standing up and turning around to deal with that one that just jumped over you, this other one jumps at you.
Okay, we need to leave. I'm not liking this.
Yeah, this is not going okay.
But it really misses its jump and smacks into the advertising board beside you. So it's now on that thing, stuck to it. Okay, Christopher, you're up.
Alright. Swapping to my assault rifle, and then I'll shoot at this guy, the guy that's on the advertising board. And only count the first two, because I've only got enough ammo left in there for 2 shots.
All right. Well, with the range and because it's stuck, it can't really respond to that. So that the first shot is a solid hit. Go ahead and roll me 1 damage. So your shot catches the thing in the back. It grazes off, going through and through, but it still seems to be responding. It just lets out this really strange keening wail that's like almost like a oh darn it, I blanked on it. What's that bird? Like a parrot's call.
Okay.
So my air is up. Garen.
Sorry. I was looking up cat fact.
Typical Jaren thing to do.
Okay. I'm glad I'm entertaining you.
It's the cat parasite. Or
I know what
whatever
you're
it
talking
is.
about.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna glare at the goal and take my full action to start regenerating the shield.
Okay.
So that means I would have 2.
Yes, you'd have 10% this turn. And then
That is 10% per action, not per turn.
no, to start them you get 10%.
And then it's 10%, 10%, 10%.
Yeah, for each action beyond that on your turn that you do not get hit.
Is it a full action to start it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I have 1 shield. Alright, that's my turn.
All right. So this one in the back that hasn't really attacked anyone is actually going.
Hello?
It's gonna ignore all of you. You cut out, Jace.
Oh, yeah, it's going to ignore all of you guys and move up on the body. But that is its whole turn.
Oh, okay.
It's hungry.
That's not cool. Beep boop bot, get over here. Kill that thing. Alright. Oh wait, isn't it even my turn?
Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. That thing is going to blast that thing. Let's go. Take the body with it. I don't care. 1d20. Huh. All right.
That thing is on a roll.
This thing is so much better than I am.
All right, so that's a solid hit. Give me your damage.
All right. Just gonna copy that real fast.
So I like to imagine you give it one of those come hither motions with 2 of your fingers, or at least one of them, since you only have 3.
Oh, yep.
And it dutifully flies over, and then once it lines up, it just bam, and splatters this thing before it can take its first bite.
I feel like a human would say something cool at this point. All right. I'm gonna
All right,
run
there
over.
you go.
Oh wait, I still got the move.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
All right, I'm gonna blast this thing. Move over here.
Which one?
This one.
I'm waiting on it to update.
Oh,
The one to the left or top?
closer to me. Top left.
That'll be very difficult. Go ahead.
Ugh.
Nope, unfortunately, you do not connect with that. Just too worried about hitting either one of your friends.
Worried
Or
about my friends?
acquaintances.
No. Freaked out by these alien thingies? Maybe.
Okay.
I don't think we're friends.
Alright,
By
alright.
this point, probably
Try-
not.
Guess
Business
we play
associates.
footsies with this one. And attempt to smash it again.
All right.
Oh.
And again, unfortunately, that's a lot better, but with its size compared to yours, that does not connect.
Alright, here we go. Working it. Okay.
Nope. At this point, it kind of looks like you're dancing with the thing.
Yeah.
As it darts around between your legs and you try and stomp on it. But it's going to go, and in retaliation for all of the stomps, it's going to attack you back. Which it just barely manages to because you're so much bigger than it. It jumps up from underneath you and latches onto your stomach. And since that only takes 1 action, because you're right next to it, it's also going to. It bites into your stomach, ignoring shield for 3 points.
Oh, those things ignore shield? Oh, freak.
When it's attached to you, I imagine the shields can't really respond.
Not cool, not cool, not cool.
And then this other one that was latched on is going to drop down for some of its movement. And then just try and attack Christophus. It sails through the air and manages to bite at you. So your shields catch 1 point of damage. Christophus, you're up.
Okay. Guess I'll reload my assault rifle.
Okay, that's 1 action.
Yes. And then I'll just shoot at this little fucker that's on top of me.
Alright, the one that just attacked you, or the one that's technically on top of.
The one that's between me and Larry.
Well, that one's technically on it.
Oh,
Or on Larry.
okay. Then fuck that. I'll shoot the guy that's not attached to Larry.
Right. Because you didn't understand that. Well, these attack rolls went for it.
Okay.
Because it is tiny, that first shot does not manage to connect, but the third one does. So you're just holding down the trigger as you try and get this thing, and one manages to nick it. So roll 1 damage.
Okay.
Very nice. And you manage to catch the thing in the head, causing it to fall dead to the floor. Or where the head would be, because that's where the beak is. Miara's up.
Hey, Miar, you might want to take one of those things. We might want to figure out what the things are back at, or what I would hope to find at once Exolab.
I'm
One
gonna
day.
come over to this one and try to like gently like baby talking it like come here, and trying to get it to let go and come into my arms.
Let me think about that for a moment.
It's really hard to be useful when you're playing somebody who has a death wish.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even
It's
a death wish, it's just
It's hard to be useful when you're a spellcaster that has a
Yeah.
death wish.
and then you're out of spell slots. But it's not even a death wish, it's just like literally the way I see it. You know those really ugly cats that for some reason people think are super adorable?
Oh yeah,
That's how she is with these things right now.
you got a freaking naked Siamese cat going on there.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Like,
it's the
hugging
most
that thing.
precious and cute, and it's like the cat is literally trying to eat the person's face off while they're
Yeah,
holding it. It's like,
he's got like claw marks and all that crap.
yeah,
Like,
it's a precious baby. That's how my character is with these things.
Okay, so give me. You can do it. Let's do it this way. Give me either a diplomacy roll or a knowledge biology roll.
I think I'll do diplomacy with my +5.
Right. And then give me a
I think it makes more
test,
sense.
which I think is just a
Oh god
strength
damn it!
modifier.
You do realize I have like a -4 to grappling, right?
Yeah, I do. You're the one that wanted to do this.
Oh my gosh!
That's not bad.
I have a -2. So that was one away from max roll.
So, to Christophus and Goal, this looks completely bizarre because here's Miar, this tiny Asari woman, or guy, you never really know with them, crawling underneath of poor Larry, with one hand out to try and coax this fish thing from its stomach. And poor Larry is trying not to squish her. And beyond all reason, this fish seems to respond to your little cooing come hither motions. And because you did so well, you managed to sneak your hand up underneath it so that it latches onto it, like wrapping its fin things around your arm, and comes away with you. So it's now stuck to my ear's arm and getting ready to bite her.
Right? So
And I can officially say that ends combat. So what we do from now is roleplay.
okay. So I can fully recharge my shields now?
No, because you have this thing still gnawing on your arm.
Well, does
I mean,
that count as my 2 actions still? So
should.
can I get my shields up to 3 at least?
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be up to 4 because you get 1 per action that you don't take hit.
Okay, freaking
2 actions.
cocking the shotgun, shell popping out, and I say, "Okay, are you ready for me to kill it? You hold it still right now."
I hold it close and glare at you, saying, "No." It's
I
looking
kind
at
of want a little on. Girl, boy, Xeno, little Xeno.
You gotta be efficient. She's gonna start taking damage.
Hey, these other two. Oh, forget it. I'm gonna just grab the body and I'll let her die. Get eaten. That's what I want. What are you even here for? Friggin'. Come on, drone.
Right. We are. That's 1 bite.
Okay. Can I examine it to see like a good detail of it?
Yes, actually, give me either. Well, that would be more of a investigation or knowledge gathering, I think. Yeah, either one.
An investigation or what?
Well, no, just give me an investigate. Sorry, that makes more sense.
You shouldn't have me do it. God damn. My stats are so atrocious.
So what are you looking for?
Like, I just want to see, like, its biology, see what it does, see if it's, like, related to these things, or if it's a different species.
Okay, well, based on that roll, you gather a lot of what you've already put together. It's got little suckers on the bottom of its fins that it can use, and that's part of what helps it move around so quickly. The beak isn't all that impressive. You figure that you could probably just do an alligator thing to it, and it really wouldn't be that dangerous anymore. The back fins are mostly there for guidance, and from what you gather, mainly for when it's, or if it's in the water, because all of the propulsion seems to be in that front fins. Other than that, just from the time that you had for the quick, that's all you get.
Can I shift my grip so I'm, like, holding it by the back of the neck? So it can't really bite me?
Yes, give me an opposed grapple check.
No, it's not gonna end well. Wait, no, it's tiny, so it has an even bigger penalty than I do.
It does. So we're gonna see how this goes. That's why. So, despite its diminutive size and very poor strength, you try and angle it around with your arm and pull it to the other side, but its suckers are just too tight for you at the moment, and you take one more bite attack. So what are you gonna do?
Can I attempt it again?
Sure. Give me another roll.
I lightly, like, bap it in the nose and be like, no, bad,
Okay.
and do it again.
It's so confused by the little bap on the nose that you manage to get it turned around in your hand so that you can close your hand around where its face should be. And it can no longer attack you.
I smile and walk towards the goal and be like, look, it's so cute, isn't it?
And as you do, it lets go of your arm to try and flap its fins around and get loose, but it doesn't do anything.
I just pet it.
Oh my gosh.
It tries to reach around and grab the new hand because it doesn't know what it is.
You can only keep it if you feed it twice a day and you get a collar for it and you get it unlocked. Freaking mom around here.
Ow!
You should have been taking your damage.
Oh yeah, that was going through shield, my bad. I was putting it on shield. I didn't do 5 damage.
Yeah, it did.
I did 3.
Nope.
Huh.
Your arm's a mess right now, just so you know.
Oh yeah. Probably looks like Dad's arm.
Yeah, a little bit. Alright, so, everyone give me a spot check.
Yeah, believe me, I've been looking around. I want to look at those freaky shield piercers.
Oh yeah, the whole point of your character is all about shields.
Yeah. I like my shields. We'll keep it that way.
Man, why is it I can never find
Mhm.
spot until I can do 17 lookovers?
I need one more from Larry.
Oh.
There you go. And that was just a general check. So now you all get a lay of the land now that you're not harried by so many creatures. And again, this was at one point, just a general shopping area on the first floor. The upper areas were likely some kind of housing, either for the tenants or further show spaces for more high-end clientele. The room to the north where that one skitterin burst out of is now busted open. You don't really have a good angle into it, but I will reveal it.
Can I like try to rig like a contraption to keep that mouth, like something in that thing's mouth so it can't bite?
What do you have on you equipment-wise?
Well, I think I could like scavenge around if this is like a shopping area, right?
Well, it's been
But
pretty heavily looted. The trash around is very sparse because it wasn't like hard looted. It was just gather everything you can and go.
maybe not then.
Um,
I've got some basic stuff like in my Omni tool. I don't really have anything to manipulate. Shove like a ball of trash in it.
you could give me an investigation check to see what you can find,
Okay.
and then
Woohoo! We're out of combat now, boys.
all right. So you do manage to find a few things. Random wires laying around. You don't know how strong they'll be, but they might work for what you're going for.
Fashion a muzzle for this thing.
Yeah, and then give me a simple knowledge streetwise check, just to see how well you can fashion it on this thing's face. You'll get
A
a
what
big
check?
bonus because of the investigate.
A what check real fast?
Knowledge streetwise.
Natural one, natural one, natural one.
Alright.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not bad. It takes a little doing, and you have to talk my ear into letting go of it for long enough to.
Oh no,
Not
my,
gonna
my
hurt
ear's
it, are
putting
you?
it on the thing. I'm not touching that thing, but you put that thing on it and we can keep it.
Oh, well, that's different then. If you're not gonna do it, that's not gonna count.
Okay. Well, my intention was to fashion the thing and then give it to freaking stupid over here.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, you fashion the thing, hand it over, and then.
You put that thing on it or I kill it now. No buts.
Fine, I'll put it on.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to, I didn't mean to go through a wall. I'm gonna walk over to a thing and ask for assistance to, like, hold it so I can put it on.
Nope.
I turn to Larry.
Well, okay.
You just hold it so it can't move too much. It should be fine.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna hold this thing.
Yeah, I was thinking confused. I don't have fingers.
This Alcor is really...
Just sit on your haunches, put your hooves together, and hold it.
I'll give it a shot. Sure.
like,
Okay, this is
squish
gonna be
the thing.
interesting. Tyler, give me a grapple test.
You mean Charles?
Charles. Yeah, no, I'm not touching that thing.
Okay.
Sorry, Larry. I didn't mean Charles.
Shield piercers.
Okay.
My nightmares
Alright.
reincarnate.
And the fun part is like, doesn't large give you a grapple bonus?
Yeah, it's how many? What's the size of that thing?
Tiny. So
So
you're at a 4 difference.
How many sizes large is that? Is that 4 sizes larger?
Tiny, small, normal, large. 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so. Okay,
So you
that's-
managed to do it.
so,
I
like, the
think you get a
bonuses were
plus 8.
targeted.
Yeah, that first one was fine.
Doesn't really matter.
It takes a lot of doing and a lot of Meyer's help. She takes another bite, and you take 2 bites, which is 2 damage.
God, I have 1 HP.
In the exchange, but now it is thoroughly pinned between your 2 front legs with its head exposed so that Meyer can put this thing on.
And I got your new TV show idea, man. You start recording.
Alright, so what are you doing, Meyer?
I'm putting the thingy on. I'm just waiting for you to tell me what to roll.
Alright, sorry, I gotta look that one up.
I'd probably like do sleight of hand.
Is that a thing?
Thought sleight of hand was a thing.
Yeah, it
wasn't
is. So give me that one.
I hope somebody has a meta gel, because if it does 1 damage to me, I'm going down.
So as you're going to put this little contraption, that's like a nest of wires with a little piece of refuse wood that's on it, so that you can just quick twist in order to seal it. Your hands get a little close, and it snaps at you, but it just misses by a hair. And as it snaps at you, you get the wire around it, give it a twist, and its beak is now solidly sealed.
Fantastic. All right. What were we here for again?
I start cuddling my new friend. Can I use a meta gel on myself?
I got you,
Yeah, do
man.
you have some?
Come over here.
Yeah, I bought 2, so I have 1 left. And I'm full HP again, because I think
hold
it
on.
was 10.
Here, let me get you. I get you. I think it has to do with your medicine check, but
Yeah, I think you have to make a medicine check, and then if you... Shoot, I'm still not fully familiar
Wait,
with...
you're doing it, Tyler?
yeah, I got the more medicine checks. Don't worry. I think it's first. You can do medicine or first aid. So
I think it depends on what tool you have as well.
well,
Well,
I have
that's
a Medigel dispenser and Medigel.
Yeah, so that would be a first aid.
There you
Yep.
go.
Alright, so you healed 10 points of damage. And that consumes one of you, either one,
Yep.
Medigel.
I use mine.
Okay.
So
Alright, so what are you going to do with this thing, and what do you guys want to...
I'm just gonna pet it and cuddle it and ask if we can go see the Solarian to see what I need to feed it.
Okay, give me an opposed grapple check.
What pluses am I getting for these? I haven't been doing them.
In this instance, none.
Natural 20.
Alright. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. The fish thing is flailing about, because now that it can't attack, it's in full flight mode. So it's trying to break free from your grasp. But you just clamp this thing around the neck,
he's gone teddy bear
and
mode.
then with the other hand, close its fins around itself, which you notice does a lot to keep it pinned. Like a bird when you grab their feathers.
So yeah, I'm just gonna like put my hands around its back, around the wings, and keeping it.
Okay, so its tail is flailing, but that doesn't do anything for it, and it can no longer really fight back, as long as you keep a hold on it.
We have a mascot now. Fantastic.
So now, one thing you guys also notice is up in northeast corner of the building, where the elevators used to be.
Oh yeah. Forgot.
Yeah, I know you did. The elevator is now gone, and in its place, as though, like, either growing up the elevator shaft or placed there, it's really hard to tell because it's naturally consumed the thing, is this big mass of flesh. It doesn't move, it doesn't bleed, it's just kind of there. And out of it, at random spots, are these strange bone-like protrusions that have little things on the end of them. I want everyone to decide what you're going to do with that.
Can I take another roll to see if I know what they are now that like combat's over?
I want a picture on this first.
From there?
Huh?
From where you are?
Well, I saw it really well and I know about them, if that makes sense.
It's still really dark, so you got a good sense of what it was and its shape, but you didn't exactly see everything. So what I'm getting at is it would make more sense in game if you guys got a little closer to investigate it.
Well, in game, my character is more worried about knowing what to feed her pet, so
I say we shoot it.
Point.
I'm gonna kick you in the shins.
I
that.
mean the giant former elevator flesh thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I think that's what kind of caused the incident with the adorable creatures. They're innocent. They wouldn't attack anyone.
Sure.
It was just because you hurt them. Big jerk.
I'll kill this one too.
All right. So what do you guys want to do?
All right. Hey, creeper, big guy. I forget your name. What is your name? Do you still have like a camera or something? We could take pictures of this thing.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
What? I take offense to that. Apologize to me, space rat.
Yeah, sure. Do you have camera or not?
No. Even if I
Go.
did, I wouldn't give it to a dirty quarian like you. You'd probably just steal it and take it back to your goddamn fleet.
Have basic camera functions.
I'm not curry. I'm not. I'm very sterile. Thank
yes,
you.
they do.
Okay.
But it's like a phone camera compared to.
An actual camera drone. So
I'm gonna-
just asking.
I'm gonna take a picture of this thing. Maybe
Okay,
we could like
where you
sell
going?
the info. Like right. here.
Mm.
It's hard to get a good angle over the shop items.
Yeah.
You can just see the tip top of it if you want to get a picture of that.
I'd like to get a little closer. I don't know if we're still doing combat movement.
Nope, it's not in combat. Just move slow so I can get a sense of where you're going. Alright, that's a much better spot. It's about, right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, easy enough to get a shot from there. You can see the whole thing. It seems to disappear down into the basement levels and goes about to the bottom of the second floor. This is a
Jeez.
large foyer, so that's pretty high up.
This thing's huge.
And from what you can tell, it doesn't overly respond to your presence, but you do get a better look at the items on it. And I'm actually going to pull you aside for this one.
Okay.
One moment. So, Larry.
Yeah.
Have you seen my new pet?
Yeah.
Larry, why do you have a human name? Larry, why do you have a human name? Sick.
Again. Interesting.
So Goal gets his picture. What do you guys want to do next?
What were we here for? We gotta grab something, right?
I can't even remember why we're here. I gotta.
Pretty sure we were just sent here to clear out the building.
Oh, okay. I've got spooked a little bit too many times.
Okay.
All right, well, let's head back then. I got some neat pictures.
All right then. Let's go ahead and head on back. If that's what you're doing.
Alright.
Sure.
I'll take my pet with me. Petting and cooing at it, purposely making sure I'm always behind goal. Sorry, that wasn't goal. That was Larry.
I have a turret, you know.
All right then. My ear, as you're going by the now busted door, you notice a familiar-looking card on the table up to the north in that now open room.
Oh, in here?
Yes.
This place?
On the big table up in the middle, right here.
We can't go in there.
Oh, sorry. I gotta open the door.
I don't even know where the door's at.
Well, it's this whole dynamic lighting thing. It's very new to me. But it's... I'll just do that.
Oh,
That
okay.
room was opened up by the critter that came busting in.
Okay. Alright. What's the card?
It's actually a credit chip.
Oh. How much credits?
Oh,
So you
no.
pick it up, and on it, you find 134 credits.
That's getting gambled away.
Yup.
Okay. That's all you got. You can control your little fish buddy, by the way.
I still don't have control of it. You didn't give it to me, you gave it to someone else then.
Oh, I just didn't hit save. Oh. There.
Yes.
And I'm going to mark it so we remember that it is... Whoops, hold on. It is bound. Alright. So go ahead and head on back. There's nothing really big planned. So
I'm
you
gonna
can
I'm
quit.
gonna head to the scientist. I'm excited to show off my new pet.
What scientist?
The Solarian.
He's not a scientist, he's a soldier.
Oh.
Hey, guys, if this guy gives more than 1,000 credits, we sell this. Okay. All right.
Pretty racist of you, Jaren. Assuming that a Solarian just happens to be a scientist.
Every Solarian in the game is a scientist.
What's the listen?
I was just deciding whether I could actually hear the little whisper between
Oh,
Goal and the others.
okay. Go ahead and come on back. There's nothing else that you guys can see around, so shouldn't be any big issues.
All right. Let's just head back. Kablam, ba blam.
Although,
Oh wait.
my ear, when you trained your ear to try and listen to those guys, you did catch a very strange bang coming from the south. It was very faint.
From like this south?
No, it was outside of the building. It came echoing around the wall and the building. Yeah, that's south.
I'm gonna be like, hey, guys, I heard something. Do we want to go? Guys?
Let's get our quest rewards first.
But we could have more quest rewards if we go down there.
Yeah, you know, there'll be stuff going on there afterwards.
But it might be a timed event.
I don't...
You're the one that wanted the quest rewards now.
God damn it.
I'm gonna hide and sneakily peer around the corner.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Freaking side quest.
God damn it. It's an ABC order, and I'm in the H's, but I don't see hide because of heavy weapon every time.
Mhm.
18.
Just roll heavy weapons. It's the same thing, right?
Not
All right.
for me.
Go ahead and move slow. Do what you're gonna do.
Just assume I'm on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't want to put him in the wall. Alright, so I'm just gonna stop here and peer around the corner.
Okay. Let me see what your vision arc is like.
Well, it would be like this, because I'm like peeking my head around the corner.
Okay. No, you don't really see anything out of the normal.
Alright, well. I'm not gonna go any further with my party abandoning me, so head back over.
So
Alright.
I'm chatting up with the Elcor as we're walking back.
All right.
Kind
What are you guys talking about?
of just what we've seen of the alien. Just the fact that they have shields and
The fact that
Some
they
of the-
eat shields.
yeah. They're more advanced than they look, kind of thing.
All right then. So you guys come back into the building, and you see the lieutenant is over here tending to the few vehicles that they have on hand.
I'm gonna come up and be like, look at my new pet.
All right. As you
Ah.
come up to him, and the guy turns to see you, he recoils violently and pulls his pistol from his side in one very smooth motion and trains it on you. It's like, what is this? Why
Hey,
you bring
whoa.
them here?
It's my
Whoa,
pet.
whoa, whoa. We put a lot of effort into thing, man. We can, like crap on it. Figure out what these things are coming from. Prisoner of war. Is this new to you? Am I the only one who's ever fought before? Am I the only confident one here? Gosh dang it.
And as you're talking, you can see the guy pulling or like dancing his gun between the two of you, uncertain of what he should really do in this instance because he knows what you're talking about. For one, he's a Solarian, which Solarians are generally very intelligent.
Yeah, and scientists.
Yep. They're all
Wanna go
fine.
there? Shut up.
I'll take tacos. Sorry, Dad asked a question.
Me too.
Me three.
So he knows what you're getting at, but this is so far above his level that he doesn't even know what to do. Give me a what was that, persuade roll? I forget what this game calls it.
Oh.
Diplomacy roll.
Uh.
Someone give me a diplomacy roll. So far, only Meyer and Goal have talked though.
All of my diplomacy
will-
rolls
I will, like,
usually.
I'll explain.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like,
that's not
look,
bad.
it's my pet. It's so nice and cuddly, and I'm gonna like rub my face against its wings.
So the guy responds well enough. His weapon is still in hand, but you can see him lower it. But he gives Meyer this look that, even between the species borders of facial expressions, and especially to Larry, just looks like, what the fuck? So in the end, he decides, I see. Cannot say I agree with you, but understand the knowledge of this one's, and he points with his other hand to Goal.
Yeah, my
This
knowledge
one's
is
point,
undisputable.
but it must
recognized
not
me
stay
from
here.
watching you.
Cannot stay here. Take it to either the captain or the research lab in the south.
I vote research lab.
I'm like, all right, I'll go to the research lab. Will they know will they know like how to take care of my pet and how many times I need to like?
Maybe with a few scalpels, maybe.
He casts you another glance that's just filled with this chick's crazy. But
The nod, the
responds,
slow nod.
take care, maybe not. Kill, yes. Study, maybe. And he goes to his Omni tool and pulls up a map for you guys of the general city. And I gotta zoom in a little bit. And he points to this facility here. It's in the far south on the center wall. And he says, "This is the research lab. We send all information and any samples we are brave enough to keep there."
I perk up at that. There's more friends?
The poor Solarian turns to, at this point, Christophus, because it's a more familiar species, and just asks, "Is she for real right now?"
Yeah, bitch is crazy. What can I tell you?
I turn at Christoph and like, this bitch is the only reason why you have a paycheck.
You're the only reason why we don't have a paycheck, gambling away all of our goddamn camera drones. I'm so fucking mad. I'm just gonna storm away, grumbling to myself now.
Yep, and then the poor Solarian lieutenant, seeing you two kind of just do your thing off in the corner here, is gonna turn to Larry and just kind of stare at him, hoping for some kind of help here.
Nothing.
All right, and then he doesn't get anything, so he just kind of,
Crying?
yeah, he just kind of hangs his shoulders a little bit, like, I'm lost. Regardless, be very careful with your
Pet?
pet. Take it to a research lab. If it is lost, it will be on your heads, not mine. We have the reports ready for the Northern Tower ready. What was going on in the building over there?
I'm gonna ask him, do you have any, like, pet carriers or anything? Just
leave him alone with the pets, alright? He's not gonna help us.
I do have a few questions for you, man. These things are a lot more than we are. They seem intelligent.
Yes. And,
What do you-
and... Go ahead.
What do you know about these things, man? I don't mind just killing like a few monsters, but these things know things. They're like talking with each other. I don't like it.
He thinks it over for a little bit. And he seems a bit distracted, looking to his right, off towards this tank that's being reassembled.
Okay.
And first he actually responds to Miar, because it's a concept he can actually grasp about what she's saying. And points over to one of the heavier boxes that they have parts stored in. And says, crate there, sturdy, can be sealed. Would you like it for your pet?
does it have air holes? I don't want it to die.
And you can see it. It's a large crate. It definitely has air. It's just they had parts and tools kept in it. It's like a little toolbox.
All right, yeah, I'll take it.
30 credits.
All right, sure.
All right, so mark off the 30
And
credits.
hesitate, please.
Well, yeah, it's for my pet.
And you can tell that just because you've gone with this exchange and taken the little box for your little pet. Yes. You can already tell that he's a lot more comfortable with this whole concept now that it's actually a sturdy cage. And it's a sturdy cage. It's going to be difficult for you, especially with your low strength, to carry.
I'm gonna just, like, attempt it.
Elephant, we need to fashion you some robot arms.
I roll a 10. Can I carry it?
That's fine. It wasn't that difficult. It's just if you try and carry it for a long distance, it's really going to drain your strength.
Okay, I'm just gonna be... Alright. I turn to Larry and be like, would you be able to assist me when I get tired carrying this thing?
Yeah. Should be no problem.
Okay. And then with that out of the way and him a lot more comfortable, the Solarian turns back to Solarian and responds to your question now. I do not know much more than you do, I'm afraid. We do know that they are intelligent, but we know not what that intelligence entails. I he hesitates a lot. Give me a diplomacy roll again,
Oh,
and this one is
jeez.
only you.
Diplomacy has happened with weapons. Okay.
And he can tell that you're being honest, but he kind of straightens up and says, I'm sorry, I do not know more than that.
Looks like
Meanwhile, I'm just like cooing and putting my finger in the cage, petting at it while it's trying to bite my finger through the.
And now that the fins are open, the thing is, the fish is just gallivanting all over the box. And you can notice now that he's climbing the wall perfectly fine and sticking to the ceiling as he rolls around.
Look how talented he is!
And as you coo at the bars, its little beak sticks through these tiny slits in the side and tries to chomp your nose.
Well, I didn't take off the muzzle, so he still has the muzzle.
Oh, well, then he just sticks his nose through.
Yep. And I just like boop him every time, like boop, boop.
It doesn't stop, though. I should mention that. Just keeps sticking his nose through.
This is
can't
gonna
tell
end
what this
terribly.
thing is trying to. Gosh, it looks like our little capture. Guys, if we're gonna learn anything about these things, we need to learn some things about these things.
Yes, but before you go, the Solarian cuts in. What was in the building? What did you find?
I
Uh,
found like 12 of my pets and like one of the flying people and one of the bull people and then another flying.
I snap my
Wow.
fingers and I go,
Sorry.
"Oh yeah,
Spider.
there's this big flesh mound
spider.
thingy. You might want to take some scientists over there with us because this thing is bigger than the other things, but it does
And
not like the
as
attacky
soon
thing."
as you say flesh mound thing, he perks up. He immediately perks up
Okay.
and calls over to these two soldiers that are standing guard.
The ones with the flamethrowers.
No, the flamethrowers are still out doing their thing, but they are about to come back. Calls them over, and these two are just armed. But the Solarian speaks to you and says, "Flesh thing, please describe."
So
You took pictures, didn't you?
I did take pictures. Hold on. Like,
He holds up his Omni tool, immediately like demanding you pass him over.
hey,
Copy them.
I mean, I went through a lot of work with these things. I mean, it's not
Yes. What
tough.
do you want? Give me pictures.
Yeah, I mean, for the right price, I could definitely hand these up. Guys, help me out here. How much would these
He
things
does
go
not
for?
look impressed, but he asks, "What is your price?"
Trying to. It's a good thing you can't see my sweat. Hey, anyone know? Hey, you, creepy science guy, or creepy show guy. How much should I sell these for? You know prices.
Let me do my thing here. I'm gonna walk up. Obviously, you guys have heard of me, right? I'm Christophus Hansonian, the
Freak, am I-
intergalactic. I'm a famous guy, okay? And I'm gonna just. Oh no.
You look down at your dropped gun with this very unimpressed look.
Just don't. Let's not pay attention to that. Listen, with a reputation such as mine that precedes me, I would assume. I would think that we could probably get at least 2,000 credits for these pictures. They're high quality photos, and they're obviously important.
And the funny thing is that this Turian, it's actually a Turian female, that would be your left, actually scoffs after your introduction and says Christophus Hansonian, eh? And she's got that flanged like double tone that all of your species has.
Oh no.
And she just guffaws at you. You here? What the hell are you doing here, you hack?
What? Hey, how dare you? I don't
I
even.
mean, I thought I knew that mug, but now that you're up close, yeah, that's definitely you. And that means that she turns over to my ear and just laughs, this big belly
Who's
laugh.
still petting with the little thing?
And that's your bait? Oh, wow. I did not expect this.
But who are you?
I don't think that matters. Hansonian.
It kind of does, because, like, I introduced myself like that to everyone. You're the first person to recognize me. I'm kind of impressed now.
And honestly, and you can definitely tell this because of the same species thing, but the others it's a bit difficult to tell, but she looks embarrassed.
It's a fan!
I didn't know we had
Say that.
fans.
And, I wish I had my name generator right now.
I'm gonna ask her, does
You
she
pull
want
it
my
up real fast?
autograph?
But hold on, let's slow down a little bit. I gotta think.
Bush Ted.
And she says,
I'm gonna
she
get
says,
credit for
"Mostly,
these
well,
pictures.
my name's Private Terrell."
Private Terrell. So, you're obviously a huge fan of ours.
Well, I don't know about huge fan. I just find your show kind of funny. So I record it and then laugh at it.
I'm just... my face is going to drop. Funny? So the show's not funny. The show is extremely serious. We're trying to rid the galaxy of predators. How's any of that funny?
Well, it's just funny, okay? You're an idiot.
What? I don't know.
This girl.
I don't know if I like this person. You shut up, space rat.
Excuse me? Did you just call me a space rat, mister?
No, I'm
And
talking.
She's all up in your face now. just
No,
so you know.
I'm talking about the Quarian behind me in the suit. That's.
I lean over and whisper to Gold, like, this is what happens anytime he talks to a woman.
Hey, that's not entire. Okay.
I believe it. I believe it.
Hearing that, she turns to my ear and laughs a little bit, and actually walks off to just start small talking with her. So is he really that stupid?
God.
It's
damn
not
it.
an act.
It's
There's
not
a reason
an
why I say I'm the actor.
Well, I don't know about that either, but it makes more sense that way. And then the poor sergeant, or the lieutenant, excuse me, just blows up and is like, "Ah!" You know, he does that whole growl anger thing.
Oh yeah.
And says, "Off topic. I need those pictures, please."
Yeah, we were
What's
talking
the
about
price?
2,000. That's a starting offer.
Isn't 2,000 like the price of like a car?
Almost.
How
Oh.
about this?
Well, I thought $20 is like 1 credit.
Nah.
Because you said you can get a decent meal for 1 credit.
Yeah, you can get a very good meal for 1 credit. So yes, it's about 1 credit is $20, maybe $25.
So
All
that
right.
would mean
One thermal clip is 1 credit.
Yeah, so you're saying for 2,000 credits, that's like 20 times 2,000. That's
We go closer to 25 times 2,000.
I'm
How
gonna.
about this? How about you keep us in the loop for whatever you learn?
Who said that?
Me.
the
Okay.
one with the actual pictures who makes the final decision when it comes to this.
Yes. And he turns to you immediately, just like shoulders past Christophus, and says, "Yes, done. Please exchange."
All right, I send him over.
All right, and he
What-
happily accepts them and pulls it up. And you can see that even for a Solarian face,
I back up everything, friend.
it just goes ashen and unhappy. And as part of your deal, he immediately starts talking.
I just casually say, yeah, that's just like 12 feet that way. Like 100 feet that way into that room.
And he nods along with your saying that. Says, "This is most troubling. This here is a spire. The Rovgo, we know, use them to communicate and plan. to have one so close is very. He pauses. Very troubling. And the other two soldiers.
Troubling how?
Troubling in that it means the Rovgo are much more prepared than we expected. So he calls the other two over, and the private rather glumly leaves your conversation, Mayor. And the lieutenant got the hiccups.
As she's leaving, I lean over. Don't worry. Just let me know. I can easily get you. I can easily set you two up on a date.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh my gosh! Please, Swoon.
Yes.
You may not tell because of your. Well, actually, you probably would because of how much time you spent with Christophus, but you can see that there's a little bit of color to her cheeks.
I just lean over and look at Kristoff. I always got your back.
You're actually a pretty good wingman, even though you look like you're 12 and you're a girl.
Hey, he could be a man. You don't know, man.
Yeah, possibly.
But as you guys go to your conversation, the lieutenant calls over the now returning flamer group, and the entire party march off towards the building. So what would you guys like to do next?
Research lab.
Yeah, research lab. Let me find out more about this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to see what I need to feed it.
And then as you guys are leaving, give me a spot check. Or actually, this will be a listen. I'm sorry. And everyone.
Nah, I'm too busy cooing over my pet. And Kristoff is staring at.
I'm just.
someone's ass as they walk.
My pockets are just full of spaghetti.
All right. Well,
The only one who paid was.
I've spent all my brain power trying to speak to people. Good gracious.
mm-hmm. All right. I gotta pull Larry aside for this.
So, you're gonna
I'm
get
on
all
me to mute.
hubba hubba? Do aliens even, like, do the hubba hubba?
Do Quarians even do the hubba hubba, or wouldn't you just get infected from opening up?
Obviously, I'm asking you if you do the hubba hubba. Of course I know they do the hubba hubba. Ah.
How do Quarians do it? Like, do you take off the suit and then just die afterwards, or like,
No, they...
No, it's just genetic. It's just like surrogate babies. Test tubes.
I know.
Oh,
In concept, it's pretty easy, okay?
in concept, it's easy.
Alright. And we're going this way.
What?
I'm just gonna barrel straight out this door.
Well, they went over this direction, just so you know.
Alright.
That's where you-
I'm just I'm going.
Oh, bye, big guy. Well, good knowing him. All right, let's go.
Where'd the elephant go?
Hey, bring the thingy over here. Oh my gosh, it's like hurting cats.
Cats.
Going
Yeah.
this way. I'm going this way.
I'm gonna ask Larry for a piggyback ride.
Jaren may be muted.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, I'm gonna ask Larry for a piggyback ride.
I want to go to the lab. So,
Well, I'm following Larry because I'm curious.
where's the lab?
Wait, to the
It's
south.
way to the south. You'd have to leave this building on your own.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna move here for the time being to
Okay.
represent that I'm walking away. Splitting the party.
No problem. I'm going to deal with this half first, and then I'll get back to you.
Okay. I guess.
So
we'll
who's
time out.
going where? I need to understand.
I'm following Larry.
Okay.
I
So
guess
we got
I'll
those two going that way.
Stick with the Quarian.
Right, and then Larry and the others. All right. So
And
we're
I'm
doing-
actually going to as I saw Christophus leave, I'm like, you be mindful of my pet, okay?
Wait, you have the pet.
Yes, but you can I'm obviously not pleased with it. I'm like, they might give us money for research information.
So you want me to shoot it? Is that what you're saying?
No, we probably get more money alive.
So shoot it to protect ourselves.
No. I just shake my head and just like, fine, I'll take it with me.
Okay, well, while you were doing that, things have progressed over. So, for the two that are going up north, as you round that corner, you notice that this party of technically 7, or no, that'd be 8 individuals, is holed up in this little pinch point between the wall and that decorative
Can't these guys,
rise.
like, obliterate them?
Yeah, they're part of it.
Okay.
A few more Rovgo from out of nowhere. And they actually seem to be holding their own, but as you approach, this one gets right up on top of these guys. It doesn't quite get into attack range, just barely. And because it's blocked, I want you two that are there to make a spot check. Alright, well, Larry is a bit too focused on the combatants, but I need to pull my arrow aside for this.
Oh no.
Actually, I'm just gonna get.
You didn't take me. Oh, you just muted. Okay.
Breaking the law, breaking the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law.
I laugh and point to Larry and be like, "Did you see that? It was like a cow trying to go upstairs. It was hilarious."
Oh. No.
Yep, and so as that happens, another round goes. And this one up front, it survives a little bit, but you can see that its armor is totally toast. It's on its last legs, but they couldn't really focus on it, at least the tower up behind you, because it was too close to friendlies. But the one in the back, it's double pounded and is just blown up.
Probably could have worded that a little better. That didn't sound sexual, but got it.
It's what I said, so go with it. And meanwhile, the assault party is doing pretty well, actually. The lieutenant is worth his rank from what you can see, because he's ordering people well, he's calm, and with his help, this one up front that was hurt is now killed, and the skittering in the back is damaged as well. Its shields pop as you watch. Oops. And some of its armor is damaged.
Well, I'm gonna see this and be like, well, they got it handled, and head back.
Okay. Sounds good. Then you leave them to that. And shortly thereafter, the sounds of that combat do fade. And so while they were doing that, what did Goal and Larry, or no, so Christophus want to be doing?
Playing Go Fish.
If that's what you want to do. I mean, you could probably look around in the bunker here.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's any ammo that I can steal, actually.
You want to steal it?
I mean, all the soldiers are gone right now, right?
No, there's still a handful more milling around. It's definitely a lot less than it feels like there should be. Because as the lieutenant said, they're undermanned. But there are some people present.
I mean, like, if I could find a brief moment of solitude to pocket a couple of thermal clips, that'd be sick.
Okay, first give me an investigate check.
Okay.
Taco.
In order to find any ammo.
Taco.
Yeah, we'll take a break in just one moment.
Yeah, we have
Taco,
food
taco.
here.
based on that, there's still a little bit too many people around to really get comfortable and find a place alone.
Okay.
Then you're new people, so they're definitely looking around at you.
All right.
So you do see a few thermal clips lying about if you would like to try and take them.
I'm not gonna risk it right now.
Okay. Right, and then yeah, that'll be it.
All right.
Bloodborne noise.
What'd you guys
So
get?
I'm guessing with that, what do you guys want to do?
We're going to the research lab, right?
Yeah, research lab.
Yep.
Yeah.
I say let's go to the research lab. I
Let's
need.
do it.
All right then. So you guys come out of the
Yeah, we know.
you come out of the northern tower. And before we continue, I'm going to take a quick break to think and eat. So we'll
Okay.
come back in maybe half an hour, and if we want to continue, we'll decide then.
Okay.
I might actually have to call it then because I gotta go to bed early. This is my last week of going to bed early though, so.
But it's also the schedule change, right?
Right. So we might just need to get together and talk about schedule change.
All right, well, we can do that sometime later this week. So for now, we will call it there. You guys want to head to the research lab?
Yes.
Mhm.
Know your enemy.
Can't
Alright.
grab the car and move us.
Then I will plan for that going forward. Now, with the session done for today, just take a quick chance to do the feedback thing. How did you guys feel about that smaller engagement?
That was pretty good.
I liked it more because I could actually use my abilities.
I would
Well, I don't
love
like
to be
dancing
able...
with small things, but that's a personal thing.
Unfortunately, that's kind of part of your requirement as your class, isn't
On that personal thing, I'd love to be better than my pet.
it? Don't worry, you're just a beastmaster hunter. It's normal.
Oh my
Those
gosh.
are things I can help you guys with, though.
I kid you not, though. I seriously put the turret where it was the entire time to be a good distraction, and end up just like killing everything. All right.
Dude, Christophus is gonna get laid.
I got you, buddy.
No, we just found the super plot right there. I really enjoyed that exchange. That exchange at the end was awesome. I'm
Nice.
loving this.
I just like the fact that I'm requiring my brother to make an entire plot about my pet now.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm-
as I get back into the swing of things, I'm getting back into the improv, and that whole last scene, that was improv. So it was fun.
Yeah, that was really solid. That was really, really solid. And leave it to Jaren to give you something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting it with this group. Either Jaren or one of them was going to, I just didn't know where it was coming from.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm going to call it there so I can go eat. Thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good night.
You too. You too.
Don't worry, Phil.
I'm an extreme, boys.